Oh my gosh, well, you can catch me on AfterBuzz TV tonight live.
And I'm going to watch The Buzz.
You mean AfterBuzz?
AfterBuzz.
Yeah. Hey everybody, Eric Herder here from YourRealityRecaps.com with an all-new Amazing Race weekly group recap show that we broadcast live every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel and in our Z-Box room. Now, during this show, myself and John Richardson are joined by a rotating panel of guests that get in depth with you on everything that you missed this past week during the Amazing Race. And we do this live while we take your questions and interact with all of you. Now, this is the edited version of the show with all the bells and whistles, but you guys should totally check out the live version sometimes too. And remember, if you guys are watching in YouTube or in a YouTube player, you can click on the buttons all around this video to jump to a specific thing you want to hear us talk about. Or check out that description below because we have chapter markers which let you jump to a specific topic you want to hear us talk about. Or skip over ones like this intro, but hey, why would you guys want to do that? And of course, all of our other links and show notes are down there as well too. Now, you should also know that you can take the audio-only or video version of this show with you to go on your favorite tablet or mobile device. Our iTunes and RSS feed links are, guess where? Down there below too. And if you're watching in YouTube or in a YouTube player, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps support the show, so just sharing it on your favorite social media websites, or if you're in iTunes, giving it a 5-star rating and a really nice review. Now look, make sure that you guys stick around to the end of the episode for all of our other special announcements, prize giveaways, and contest winners. But since we have so much Amazing Race to get to right now this week, we need to jump right into it, and you know the deal. You can follow me over at Twitter. I'm at Reality Recaps.
Hey everyone, it's John. So excited for our special guest. We get to finally meet him. You can follow me at Twitter at Comedy Jonah.
Hi everybody, I'm James Wallington from CW's Capture. I was on the Lime team, and you can find me on Twitter at James Wallington.
We got a lot to talk to you about, and
Yes.
we got a lot to cover in these 30 minutes. So first, just let me apologize to everybody. There's not going to be an Allie and Ashley interview. There actually was an Allie and Ashley interview that just happened, and then the whole file corrupted. So this is what I'm going to say about them. They're very angry at The Amazing Race. They feel like it wasn't fair that Amy helped, perhaps even cheated. Everybody read in between the lines. They don't think it was fair. I might be able to save the file. I don't know. I have tech people working on it, but it is not looking good, so I apologize on that. Secondly, we will be live for our Bravo show tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. You can find all the details at www.yourrealityrecaps.com/live shows, but we will not be having a Survivor show this week or a reality check show due to the holiday. And then lastly, when you guys are doing all your Black Friday shopping, make sure you use the link on the homepage of YourRealityRecaps.com. Click on the little Amazon thing. We get a little bit back. You don't pay any more, and it really helps support the show. Okay, that being said, James.
Yes.
You are Green Team, and we love us some Brenchel Green Team, which we know that you do too. But I admit, we don't really know a lot about this show that you were on. So tell us a little bit about it, because isn't it kind of Amazing Racy?
I feel like it's the best of all reality worlds. There's a little bit of Survivor, there's a little bit of Big Brother, there's a bit of Amazing Race, but it's very Hunger Games-esque, essentially. And to make things, to clarify, I was the lime green team, not just green. I can't steal the thunder from my boys, Antoine and Kareem, because they're the ones that won the show. But yeah, it's a lot of action. It's like a steroid-infused tag and hide and seek. It's like every kid's dream of playing intense survival, hide and seek, tag. We wear these really integral, like, technology vests that you have to attach a magnet to capture people. There's a lot of technology involved with the show. And we're starved. We're completely, stripped of all our, material wants and desires and thrown into this hunting grounds where we're living off the land for a whole month.
This is very interesting.
Wow.
When does this... All right, first of all, how can we watch the back episodes of the season that you were on? Is that possible to do right now?
Yes, you can actually watch the show on Hulu. I know that they have all the episodes there, and you can probably still watch the episodes on CWTV.com as well.
All right, so everybody, well, you guys are all... I'll make this deal right now. All of us, because we're all going to have a nice reality TV hiatus when everything is repeating for the holidays. I'm watching James's season, and we'll come back and do a whole show about it with him over the holidays. That's what we're doing. John, I just committed you. So that is the plan. It sounds very interesting, but all right.
It does. As soon as you said you were running, and then of course the title capture. Wow, it does sound very Hunger Game-ish and living off the land. That's worse than like slop in Big Brother. I mean, you'd probably rather have had that than having to.
Well, that's the funny thing is we had our own version of slop. It was watered down oatmeal every single day, and they gave you just enough of a portion to sustain you. But like we're running every single day through a forest with no water, very little food. So tensions definitely run high. There's a lot of drama, and thank God I had my sister through it all.
Well, I cannot wait. I cannot wait till we can get into the details. I want to know more about this magnet vest where I picture some big giant magnet sucking you all back. But all right, we will talk about it. We're going to work that out after the show. You sucked me in now on the show. But let's talk Amazing Race, Episode 9, Indonesia, where I cannot pronounce one thing on this show. I have no idea where any of the names of these zoos or places. I don't want to offend anybody, so I'm not even going to try.
Awesome. So you're prepared, and we don't have an interview of the Ice Queens because it seems to have melted. Is that what you're saying, Eric?
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
There couldn't be more going wrong.
Put a bow on that. Thanks.
No, I know the places. They were Halabala Booba Zoo and the La 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 La. I was very... Look, I need my 20s. I need my 20s here to sell it to all of you, but I don't know. What did you guys make of Tim and Marie arguing in the beginning of this episode again? They are always fighting. However, as we have said on this show, a lot of people don't feel that they're actually a split-up couple, that they're actually a couple in real life. And I believe what came out on Twitter this week is that they've decided to give their relationship another go. Oh, isn't that so weird? Just in time when all the press is going to end and they can be back out in public again.
Well, I think Tim wanted his balls back. That's probably why he reconciled the relationship. Right?
What do you think, James? Do you like a Tim and Marie, or are you on the bandwagon of you can't stand them?
It's a little bit of both. I have a love-hate for them, but Marie is the best television I've seen, like best reality TV character of the year, in my opinion. She brings this element to The Amazing Race I don't feel like we've seen in a while. She definitely makes The Amazing Race more cutthroat. And I think Tim does too, but it's mainly the Marie show with Tim and Marie. So I agree, though. I feel like there is a general consensus that they weren't really exes on the show because their chemistry, they just seem to balance each other out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Now, what are you thinking of the other hated team this season, the Afghanimals, who we saw this episode decide, screw it, we'll sleep in, start time, whatever, we don't care.
We'll win.
We'll sleep in. What are you thinking of them, James?
The Afghanimals are just straight up annoying to me. I don't find anything really redeeming about them. I don't find them rootable at all. I feel like they haven't really gotten the best edit, though. You know, having been on a show myself, I understand how editing works. So I have to give them a little bit of slack, but I think what we see with them is exactly who they are. So I like Tim and Marie more than I actually do like the Afghanimals because I enjoy watching what Tim and Marie are up to.
I think the difference between a Tim and Marie is what they do comes off as authentic, and it's really them. Like them or hate them, at least it's really them. As opposed to the Afghanimals, where it seems like everything is for the camera. literally nothing is not for the camera. Go ahead, John.
Well, they're making a lot of bad choices, like lying about the stupidest things and like confronting, Nicole and Travis this episode about being U-turn. It's just, they're very hypocritical, and I don't know. I'm not rooting for them by any means.
Well, it seems kind of really fake and kind of playing to the camera a lot. And what's kind of even annoying, because I know they're trying to get the Afghanimal name out there, and now the other teams are calling them that. So now it's starting to stick, which is annoying, right? Ugh.
I'm going to defend them for a second here, because I don't think they were the hypocrites this episode. Clearly, Nicole and Travis were. With their whole, we want to play this game with honesty and integrity and not lying.
No.
And we won't even bury the lead. So we're getting to the end of the episode, and we find out that Nicole cannot handle this challenge, making the what is it called? The whatever it's called. She was there for an hour and had to actually have other teams help her complete it, and she still was having trouble. Goes and cheats by going into the judging area, which Allie and Ashley had a big problem with, and a lot of people are as well, which you guys comment below and let us know what you think. Do you think it was fair that Nicole went into that judging area to look how the Afghanimals had put that together, or Leo had put it together? And what do you guys think? Was that fair on her part or not fair? Okay, James.
You know what? I think when you do a show, the rules are pretty laid out. So I feel like if it was a huge issue as far as rules for this specific task, then there would have been a foul called. I think a lot of the teams were a little rubbed by it the wrong way, but at the end of the day, no harm, no foul. I think Nicole just acted in the heat of the moment, tried to benefit herself in the challenge. Whether it worked to her favor or not, I can't hold her at fault for that. She was just doing what she could to get by, and I can see why it would perturb a lot of the other teams, though, because, they're all trying to do this too, and, I just feel like the rules would have been a little bit more clear if that really was against the rules,
James, is that chapstick in your hand?
Yeah.
You and Eric with the chapstick.
Team chapstick.
Guys are like chapstick twins.
See, I think that all the other teams have no reason to complain, because pretty much all of them helped Nicole and Travis. The only team that is justified in being upset is Allie and Ashley, because they could at least make the case. If they wouldn't have done that, we could have beat them, or if they would have had a time penalty, Nicole and Travis, maybe we could have checked in before them. I did love Jamal yelling to Leo, unless I got that switched, like, dismantle it. Brilliant. Loved it. Thought it was great.
I love the edit where Nicole is talking, like in her side interview. We're playing this game honestly, and, we just want to show our children watching the show the integrity that we have, as she's running, as she's trying to cheat, and as she's going, no, don't dismantle it, don't, no.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
If I one day ever have children, here is what I will teach them. All the things that I do in real life is the values that I want you to have. When Daddy's on a reality TV show, he will lie, cheat, steal, slit somebody's throat. Anything I need to do for $1 million so that you can have a better life. I was not at all, like James said, if it was not in the rules, or if that was not allowed, it never even would have made the edit. We would never have seen it. So it was allowed. It was. What are you thinking of Allie and Ashley and their whole, we don't read the clues, whatever, we don't know if we really want to do it, it's the back and forth, we picked the wrong one, we didn't. Just what do you think of Allie and Ashley in general, James?
I've been giving them a lot of crap on AfterBuzz. I host the after show for Amazing Race on AfterBuzz TV, and I like the enthusiasm they kind of bring, I guess, to each leg, but I don't think they're necessarily the smartest players. But I can't, discredit them, because they made it to the top 5. They passed a lot of stronger teams that, looking at it, you're like, wow, they made it this far into the race. So kudos to them. But, I think them fighting this leg actually worked to their favor because they got more screen time this episode more than any episode this entire season. So, to me, I'm not sad to see them go, but I have to give them credit for making it as far as they did because I thought they were going to go home every week.
Me too. I thought they were 100% going home every week as well. I did like in their little interview when they said, we met our goal of wanting to make it to the top 5. Maybe your goal should have been to make it to the top 3, and then you'd be there. Maybe, yeah, or maybe it'd be to win. To call me crazy. Doing the interview with them, I cannot express how it was like, okay, Eric, you're on with Allie and Ashley, and this was literally their reply. Hi. I was like, hey, ladies, what's the matter? You sound depressed. Well,
we lost.
They were really... It was such a good interview, and I'm so pissed, and I'm trying not to be angry about it right now. I need to get this interview back, but whatever. I'm sure we'll have them on again. So for the elephants or for the birds, was the detour bring food to the elephants or bring lovebirds to the lovebird arena and hear them sing? You guys comment below and let us know what you would have done. James, what would you have done, elephants or birds?
For the birds, probably. Even though I love elephants, I thought it was surprising, and I tweeted this last night while watching the show, that of all the teams, Nicole and Travis were the only team that did For the Birds, and it seemed to be the quicker detour. And I just thought it was interesting that they were the only team. Of all the teams left, they were the only team that did it, and they kept their lead until the roadblock where Nicole dropped the ball. But, I don't know, I thought that was a little fishy.
You thought it was fishy? Why would it be fishy that they were the only ones that did it?
I don't know. I guess from a production standpoint, I thought it was just interesting that they were the only team that did that detour.
Oh, so you mean maybe somebody was saying, like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you should maybe do that one because it's easier and we want you guys to get further?
I mean, I don't know, but that's just how I was feeling because they've done pretty well this entire season. I feel like it's stacked in their odds to be the winners ultimately at the end of the day. So when they did that detour and no one else did, I was like, huh. I was a little curious. It definitely piqued my curiosity.
Well, I think everyone wanted to feed the elephant. Like, Eva Marie, let's do that. I want to see an elephant. Burp, 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 burp. So that's how I took it.
Yeah, I mean, I know whenever the word elephant comes up on the race, I think of Ralph from Vanessa and Ralph, and maybe they just thought that they were going to see some Ralph and have to feed him. I also did not know, God, I am not trying to be stereotypical or racist here, I did not know that there was zoos in Indonesia. That was surprising to me. I would think that there might be better uses of their money looking around than to have a zoo. But what do I know? And then where does the man in, like, the top hat and the suit fit in Indonesia? Like, is that Indonesian culture? Again, I need my 20s here to inform me on Indonesia and Indonesian culture, apparently. We also need to talk about foreshadowing on this season. Once again, it's coming down to Tim and Marie and Amy and Dave, right? Why do I never remember the guy's name? It's Dave, right? Amy and Dave?
Jason.
Oh, Amy and Jason, right. Yeah. Well, I don't know why I say Dave, because he's so forgettable. But I feel like this is now the third time this season where we have seen it's them pitted against each other and something happens. And, Amy and Jason respond to it in a positive way and end up pushing ahead, and Tim and Marie handle it bad and don't. This is becoming a theme on this show, and I always pay attention to editing, and I just wonder if that is going to, come up again later on. But who are you guys rooting for or James, I know who John is rooting for. Who are you rooting for in a Jason and Amy versus a Tim and Marie?
Oh, I'm definitely rooting for Jason and Amy. I love the love they have for one another. I believe in their relationship, and they're fun to watch. You definitely find yourself every week rooting for them. That's just my opinion, at least.
Because they're just so nice. Like, your relationship, you want it to be like theirs, but yet you want to go and have a drink with Marie, right? Like,
Oh,
she
hell
seems like
yeah. Then that is something I would agree with for sure.
like, have a happy hour or something with her. Absolutely.
I don't like them. I don't like Amy and Jason. I don't like them.
You don't even know their names. So
that is how much I like them.
What don't you like about them?
Eric hates love.
They're just so cookie cutter. I don't hate love. I love love. I love, 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 love. But I don't know. They just seem boring to me. They're not, they don't engage me in a reality TV type of a way that I want to be engaged, I think is my problem with them. They're just forgettable, to me, anyway. But I'm glad that you like them.
Apparently. Apparently they are.
I am glad that you like them. What was up, if you want to talk about editing and production being a little wonky this episode, what was with when Leo and Jamal completed the roadblock and all the kids are like, yay! And he's like, yeah, I did it. And then they're like, nope, wrong.
Yeah!
What was that about?
Didn't surprise me. Because they seemed like they were so confident what they were doing that, of course, as an audience, we want to be like, oh, they're gonna get it, and then they were told no. We were like, what? Because I thought they for sure were gonna get it easy breezy first time around,
right?
Because of how the reactions were of the crowd. So.
Well, I think the kids got too excited right away, right? Because he was like the first one to do it. The kids were like, yay! And then the teachers in the back going, it is wrong. It's wrong. Oh, okay. You know.
So racist. You are so racist, John.
It's not as bad. An accent is not as bad as having a zoo, really, Eric.
This is true. I liked how Nicole, and again, such an obvious thing to notice on the production end, Nicole did not care what those kids said at all. She placed the thing down and immediately looked off camera to the producer. She was like, here it is, producer, is it correct? I don't need to listen to these kids cheer for me again. I loved it. I loved all the little nuances of Nicole this episode. So, I mean, what else? What moments did you guys love from this episode? Go ahead, John, you can go first.
Well, you know, I mean, the kids, of course, are so sweet, and it's, you know, they're all cleaned up and singing and doing music and stuff. The thing I didn't like about this episode was how Nicole's husband treated her, because she got so frazzled, and the way he was looking at her and talking, and even in the side interview, we sit there and we just put it in God's hands, and, you know, she really messed. And then even on the actual mat with, you know, with everyone saying, you know, how badly she messed up, she got frazzled. You're still in the race. You know what I mean? I thought that was a little demeaning for your partner or wife.
Well, to quote, she said, I'm sorry, you can kill me later.
Yeah.
And then he said, why, this is not the way we're going to win this race. Why don't you go hang out with the babies?
Yeah.
To his wife. So go ahead, James. What do you think of their dynamic this episode, or in general?
I was a little taken back by it, because from the very beginning they just seemed very, like, you know, their relationship seemed very strong. Of course, every relationship has their cracks, but you know, what I did appreciate about Nicole and Travis is when they completed the detour and how they kind of let loose and enjoyed, you know, the people they were with after completing their task. And so, you know, they're just, to me, I feel like what a real relationship is. They love each other, but they can still go at each other, and they fix it, and they get their shiz together, and they're, you know, they're still pushing through. They're in the top 4 now. I agree. I was just really shocked about how Travis treated Nicole, because we hadn't really seen that up until now.
It makes me wonder what else is going on. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, even in the, you know, the end of the last episode when they won the cars and they're opening the doors saying, oh, look, the whole family will fit in there. You both are doctors. Like, you can go and get anyone you want in any color. Really? Like, I'm not getting
Can they? Need I jog your memory from the beginning of the season when the emergency medical doctors read the clue wrong? Doctors who can't follow directions.
And we wonder why things get sewn up in us, right? Just saying.
Right.
You
so
think
maybe-
that they would pay closer attention to detail, especially in a competition for $1 million.
Right.
Right. That is at least 2 surgeries for him to do, as I'm aware of. So Cindy Jansen, this is kind of a little bit to what we're talking about right now, says, don't you think Travis came off very rude? How many times did he say, I'm so disappointed in Nicole? So, yeah, we definitely agree with you, Cindy, on that one. Also,
You could go back and make a drinking game out of it if that's the case, you know?
oh, yes.
He's disappointed, all right.
Well, even at that point, I'd rather have a relationship like Tim and Marie, because at least it's what it is, right? You don't know, with Travis and Nicole, what kind of monster he really is. Scary.
Oh, I know what kind of monster he is. A very nice one. Although, John, this is kind of a big turn of events for you, because I recall last week when you said you like them. They're just like the Cosbys.
I did, until I saw some of the skeletons in the closet, and they spoke, and I didn't like it.
You guys, but I like to put myself in the shoes of the racers, though, because, none of us have really ran around the world on minimal sleep. They probably don't even have time to pee, for crying out loud. There's probably a lot of pent-up aggression, of course, with the frustration of kind of like the surroundings you're in, and the being stripped of all these luxuries you have, and you're constantly on the go. You're constantly being pulled to probably do an interview. You're probably getting no sleep. The jet lag is probably terrible. So I think it's probably his true colors coming out, where he's not really energized or fully himself.
Right. Well, I think he's probably a little cranky. I totally get that. When I have to pee and I'm hungry, I could be a little cranky myself. But it wasn't. It was.
Gotta pee right now.
He did it during. Yeah, I know, fidgety, right? He did it during the challenge. Then he did it on the mat as they crossed it. Then he did it in a side interview. It was like, okay, I get it if you're cranky and it happens maybe once, but and all of those different things, I was just like, gosh. Settle down there, hubby, okay?
Yeah.
Well, pump the brakes. I made a mistake. I'm a human. Pump the brakes.
Oh, here's another little interesting tidbit I will let you all know. So Allie and Ashley also told me that there is nothing you can do to prepare for the race. Literally nothing. To which I replied, you could learn how to drive stick. It's like the #1 thing you should know before going on the race. And then
That is very true.
They were like, oh, we couldn't do it. We tried. I know, we saw. By the way, James, Michael says that CW show capture was so good.
Oh, well, thank you, Michael. Thank you. I'm glad you're one of the 1 million people that watched it.
And we're going to watch it on the repeats. Dana G is saying that she loved the monkey on the stilts.
Yes, at the airport.
Yes, I loved it. How do you get a monkey on stilts and then
I was watching it with my mom on Skype, because she's in Michigan, so she's 3 hours ahead, and I was watching it with her, and she paused it, and she goes, "Will you look at that? There's a monkey on stilts," and I'm like, "Mom."
Mm-hmm. There was a lot of good stuff this episode. It almost makes me wish I was still doing my Amazing Race mashups. We had good battering rams doing their ass in the camera. There was so much good stuff to work with this episode, but alas, no. Kim G is saying, I don't think it's cheating. There is nothing saying that they couldn't do it, referring to Nicole and Travis looking at the thing in the judging area. Others are just pissed they didn't think to do it. I thought it was a great move. I agree, Kim. I agree 100%. And yeah, so let me tell everyone the order that they came in at. First, we have the Afghanimals, shocking to me. Second was Tim and Marie. Third, Jason and Amy. Fourth, Travis and Nicole. And of course, Allie and Ashley were eliminated.
Well, for a second there, I really thought Allie and Ashley were gonna go and survive another leg, but as I've always said about them, they're the cat with 9 lives. It's leg 9, episode 9, and that was their last life.
It was their last life. I loved Ashley in the car being like, I wanted to do birds. She's like so adamant about it against Allie. Just birds. birds! Exclamation point. Again, that interview. Oh well.
I'm just so excited that James is finally on the show, and I cannot wait to see Capture. I'm so glad we're making a show out of it, Eric. And, you know, I'm going to watch The Buzz. So, yay.
You mean AfterBuzz?
AfterBuzz.
Yeah.
So like a buzz on, right?
Yeah, that's good. Don't worry, I
Right.
forget names and John forgets specific names of things. And we might, stay all tuned everybody, have more James for you all next week as well. He might be coming back for one more Amazing Race recap, and then we'll have all of our technical stuff sorted out.
Oh my gosh, well you can catch me on AfterBuzz TV tonight live at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on AfterBuzzTV.com hosting the Amazing Race After Show. And you can follow me on Twitter at James Wallington, and hopefully you'll check out CW's Capture on Hulu.
They will check it out, because everybody, it is your homework. We are going to do a show about it over this Christmas break, so you best all be checking it out. And then James will definitely be back on for that to talk about it with us. We want all the behind the scenes.
I love it. I love it.
Thanks for tuning in. A big thanks to James for joining us. You can follow me at Twitter at ComedyJonah.
Well, that about wraps up the show for this week. Now, don't forget, we will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern with Jeffrey Marks to cover all things Bravo. And then we will not be back on Thursday with our Survivor show because obviously it's Thanksgiving. We may or may not be back on Saturday night for Reality Check. We're just not sure how it's going to fit in with the holidays for everybody. So, you can always go to yourrealityrecaps.com/live show to see the schedule of when our next show is and when all of our shows are for the week. So, always check that out for all of the up-to-date information. And of course, you should also know by now we have the new tablet, Android, and mobile device version of our website. So, it is all streamlined. You can access our live shows right on your tablet, iPhone. Just so much in store for you. Of course, we also have new bloggers covering Bravo, Survivor, The Amazing Race, Shaw's. Everything is new at Your Reality Recap, so I hope you guys have gone over there and checked it all out. So, until tomorrow for our Bravo recap, I will see you guys all then. And again, we won't be here Thursday. Not sure about Saturday, but we will resume normal scheduling the following week. All right, see you guys all tomorrow. Bye for now.
Hey everybody, Eric Herder here from YourRealityRecaps.com to answer, what's this channel all about? It's about, what is that about? No, of course I know what this channel's about. We're all about the funny. We try and make all of our shows have some sort of a comedic twist to them. And we're always covering your favorite reality shows, like Big Brother, Survivor, Amazing Race, and even your favorite Bravo shows. But make sure you check out YourRealityRecap.com. I can't even say the name of my own website. I also do comedic video mashups of shows where I take everything that happened from the episode and mash it up into some ridiculous story that actually didn't really happen. I also host weekly group discussion panels where me, my friends, and reality stars all get together to discuss what's happened the previous week on your favorite reality show, so you're all caught up heading into next week's show. Ooh, and I have a dog who's like my best friend. Say hi to everybody. Hi. Don't stick your tongue out at them. They're over there.
Like I give a sh.
What? Leave being a dick to me. Okay, don't mess up my makeup. Subscriber, I'm gonna kick my nose. Ooh, and I almost forgot. We do live shows right here on this YouTube channel, where the reality stars and our panel in our weekly group recaps take your questions and answer them, hey, live on air. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of those. And do us a favor, give us a thumbs up too, because it really helps support the show. Oh, and we tell it like it is. We do not hold any punches. Well, behind people's backs anyway. Oh, of course she's coming back. She spent all the money, if you know what I'm talking about. But let me let you in on a little secret. Aside from our live shows, we're also live at special events like the Big Brother premiere party, the Survivor finale, and even the Amazing Race premiere and finales. Bringing you guys exclusive content up close and personal with your favorite reality TV stars that you are not going to get anywhere else. So, hello, have you subscribed yet? Do it! Do it now! Apparently they want me to kick you. Have you subscribed yet? I'm gonna kick you. Have you? No? Yes? What? Do it. Now. Go. And we get it, you might not have time to watch the full shows right now in YouTube. It's why we offer the audio-only or podcast version, as well as a video-only version available in iTunes or your favorite RSS player, so you can always take the shows with you to go. you're welcome. I'm not kicking any dogs. I might kick a baby though. Oh, and we do all of these shows for you fans, so make sure you interact with us on your favorite social media websites. We're on all of them. You can find us on them by simply going to yourrealityrecaps.com / the name of the website you're looking for. So /Pinterest /Tumblr / you get the point. And leave your questions, comments, and suggestions because you never know what's gonna make a show. Of course, everything that we talk about in this video and all of our shows can be found over at yourrealityrecaps.com. It's the home base for everything that we do. So make sure you go check that out and click around it. Click, click. This is me clicking. Click, 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 click. So what are you guys gonna do for me? You're gonna subscribe to this channel and thumbs it up. And thumbs it up. Is thumbs it up a word? Look, I'm waiting. Go. Still haven't done it yet. Subscribe. If you're watching this, you couldn't have done it. So go subscribe. Subscribe now. And thumbs up. You can thumbs up without leaving the video, but you can't subscribe. Or maybe you can. I don't know. I'm not really sure. You think I know these things, but I don't. Hey, go subscribe. Anybody got a baby? All right. See you guys all in the next video. Bye for now.